Welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Genghis Khan, The Secret History of the Mongols. This is a National Geographic documentary series. It's 6 episodes long. Each of them are about 44 minutes long each. It's from 2025, so it's fairly recent. And this is kind of a... I don't know a whole lot about Genghis Khan. I don't think I've seen any movies that tell his legend, his story. He's if you don't know who Genghis Khan is, he is has been considered a great warrior. In some depictions, he's seen as a barbarian kind of warrior, bloodthirsty, and just got the Mongol dynasty as best known as one of the largest dynasties, if not the largest dynasty outside of the Roman Empire in the world. No, it probably was the largest Eurasian dynasty in the world. I don't remember. I am not smart when it comes to this. Is building an empire from China to Mesopotamia. That's a lot. The Danube to the Persian Gulf. Yeah, that's a lot. It's the Mongolian Empire is massive, and Genghis Khan is at the center of it. But this tells you, this basically goes through the entire history of who Genghis or Genghis Khan is known as. There's actually a series of, or at least a secret history, a secret book that tells the story that has been sort of hidden away for many centuries. Through much of history, where again, those who had battled against him, those who had survived, those in the years past, sort of created a legend that left out certain things and added certain, embellishments to sort of create this kind of mythical guy that wasn't necessarily who he was. And this secret history of the Mongols story, this is based on writings and historical pieces that had been left out, and sort of fleshes out the entire character of who he was, not just what other history has told us. So it is interesting. I like his stuff about history and things like that. It's a lot to take in, because it's like 4 or 5 people just sort of jumping back and forth and telling you stories about this child warrior who's his father is killed after he's sent to be betrothed when he's 9. Yeah, to a girl who's a little bit like a year older than him, and then, yeah, there's enemies everywhere. Eventually, he falls into poverty for like a decade, but then he becomes kind of ruthless, and that's just in the first episode. And he rises up to become a warrior, a leader, to be dealt with, to be you don't go up against him lightly, especially when you kidnap his bride, his wife. So, yeah, it's there's a lot going on in just the first episode, just to establish things. And he is what is it? Here's his Temujin is his name originally, and his growing powers are tested before becoming Genghis Khan. And again, we pronounce it or see him as Genghis, but Genghis in Mongolia, in China, that is where he is, how he is known. There's some interesting little things about how when he was born, he was holding on to a blood clot. And I thought it was a weird choice before they explained it. Like, okay, his mother gave birth to him, and they have this baby. It's like a dummy. It's like a dummy fake baby. And there was like, why do they make his hand all bloody? I mean, yeah, sure, he's just been born, there's afterbirth, all that kind of stuff that is, yeah, you want it to be realistic, but they're not going for super realistic. They could have done it without a bloody hand. And I'm like, why are they doing this? And then they explain it. When he was born, he was, as his father was holding him or whatever, they noticed that he's holding this blood clot in his hand, and it's all red, and And they see this as a sign that he is a powerful warrior and he's bloodthirsty or whatever it is. That he is a destiny. And there's so many people with destinies and visions and things like that that determine the fate of entire nations. Just run into a guy on the road on the way to another kingdom. He goes, hey, I just saw a vision of your son holding the sun in one hand and the moon in the other, and he's going to be great. You want him to date my daughter? And that's how he ends up basically being betrothed to a 10-year-old girl when he's 9. Destined to be together in the future. So, there's a lot of traditions, a lot of history that Western folks won't necessarily understand, but it's still nonetheless, interesting. So yeah, if you're interested in this kind of history, especially Genghis Khan as he truly was. Again, I don't know which sources to believe the most, but I think these guys have done a little bit more research than just your average, let's watch a movie. Or read some documents from another culture about this other guy. Why not, believe the people who were there and wrote down all this stuff? So, yeah, it's you got options. Check it out. But yeah, if you're not really interested in history of Mongolian Empire, yeah, it's not going to really do anything for you. So maybe you'll like the next one we pick randomly. 2. Oh. Well, I think it's a numeric title. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those reality TV shows. Hey, you know what? In this category, it's good we get a lot of diversity. We get a lot of different things. It's not just documentaries about sharks or dogs or, whatever, like ancient temples being dug up. It could be a lot of that, and we've had a lot of all that stuff. By the way, I've seen way too many vet reality shows. There are vets everywhere, and apparently every single one of them has a documentary on National Geographic, and I have watched them. Not all of them yet, but soon, very soon, all of them. But in this case, we have a reality show. If you know me, you know I hate reality shows, but we'll see. I'll watch this. We'll watch one episode, just one. I'm sure I'll get the gist after one episode. This one's called 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah, 90 Day Fiancé. Why is this on Disney Plus? I don't know. 90 Day Fiancé is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.